Hey folks, Chris Gordon back with you. Yesterday I posted a video in regards to 11 note alternate picking 11 note groupings, and I want to say thank you to everyone who not only reposted it but also added some really awesome comments, and I really appreciate that. I also found a comment popped up from a former student of mine and phenomenal guitar player, John McCarthy, who added an awesome suggestion, and that suggestion would be to add string skipping to the 11 note lick. And it was such a phenomenal idea that I grabbed my guitar and began to practice just that. And I came up with some basic ideas for the string skipping idea. But let me briefly just reiterate what was done yesterday, in case you haven't seen that video. It's basically the premise of all of this is just alternate picking and 11 note grouping in the key of C. And and I'm going to just briefly show you the two positions to kind of get us started, which is the first position C, B, A on the E string, G, F, E on the B string. And I'm just ascending and descending that to come up with an 11 note sequence. And that would be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then the next position on the E string is D, C, and B. And then the B string would be A, G, and F. And that would be picked up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Sorry. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? So those two together. That was the lick. Right, and it's just a really kind of cool warm up for the alternate picking. It forces you into a really interesting alternate picking scheme, though it's not musically groundbreaking. It's just a really good way to get the right hand, or the picking hand, depending on if you're right or left-handed, the picking hand going. So on John's awesome suggestion, I decided to work on some string skipping moves. And the first one is pretty straightforward. All I'm going to do in this case is, I'm going to start out the same way with the C, the B, and the A. I'm going to skip the B string completely and jump to the G string and play D, C, and B. So I get this. And the picking is going to stay the same. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Just like yesterday, I'm going to pause between the two, just so I can really get used to this. Making sure I'm picking everything. I found that once you start getting into string skipping realms, it's obviously more efficient to do some pull-offs and whatnot, but I really wanted to keep the picking together. Once I've done that a bunch of times, I'm going to reverse it and start with an upstroke. I'm going to stay in the same position just for simplicity's sake at the moment. Okay, now that I start getting that under my fingers, now I'm going to add the next position so I can do the picking reversal. So the next position is just like yesterday's on the E string. It's still D, C, and B, and I'm going to skip the B string and play the G string. I'm going to play the notes E, D, and C. 2 whole steps there. Really get your hand moving. You really kind of start to feel that. Now together, let's review the picking. down, up, 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 down, up. So that's our whole plan there. Okay. Just keep. If you're doing that, you're going to end on an upstroke. All right. So the next step is to just harmonize it. Continue to take it up the board like we did yesterday on the two adjacent strings. And we're going to end with that upstroke again. Okay. Okay, that one, somewhere along the way, I mixed it up and ended with the downstroke. And again, as I was talking about yesterday, you want to end this lick with an upstroke because the way it mathematically rolls out. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. There we go. One more time. Okay? So hopefully that will add to your arsenal of picking warm-ups. Good to work backstage. Maybe not so much on stage, but who knows? You never know. That idea, taking John's idea and just rolling with it, you can start including other strings. You can do a really obnoxious idea, and actually shape-wise, it's pretty simple, but physically, it's extremely difficult. And what that is just a little. This is just a little fun little bonus here. I'm going to take the top notes, the C, the B, and the A. I'm going to skip all the way to the sixth string and play C, B, and A again. Okay, so you get this, and right back up. It's still 11 notes. All right, really obnoxious. Okay, again, nothing that you could really use in a practical situation, but I guarantee you, if you want to get out of your wedding band you're in, that lick will get you fired. All right. Thanks again. Thank you, John, for the awesome suggestion and keeping me working as hard as I can on the instrument. And thanks, everybody, again, for the support. You're all awesome. And hopefully I'll be able to post some more soon, some more ideas. Again, please keep the suggestions coming. I'm having a great time doing this. Talk to you soon.